Another video on the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over question 11 from the Math Methods external exam for the QCAA syllabus for 2024 paper 2. Now you would have noticed with many videos on the channel I've started splitting up all the questions into individual videos. That way if you only struggle with a certain question you can go watch that. However, the full external exam is still up on YouTube. The link is in the description below. If you guys need a Math Methods External Exam bundle pack, the link is in the description below, as is a special bundle pack where you can get the Physics, Chemistry, Methods, and Specialist External Exam bundle pack for a very, very cheap price there, okay? So if you want to check it out, you can. But otherwise, if you have any questions at all during this video, leave something in the comments, but let's get straight into question 11 here. Okay, question 11. State the trapezium rule and use it with 6 strips to determine the approximate value of the definite integral for the curve f of x equals, now I'm assuming I might have screenshotted that a bit weirdly. I believe it's just 4 times by that bracket there. I'll just check on this other page. Yeah, that's just that. Okay, let's go back on here. So yep, f of x equals 4 times by x minus 3 all squared from x equals 0 to x equals 3. So show all substitutions made into this rule. Now, the reason why this is on the Tech Active paper is because there's going to be decimals involved with this sometimes. Now, this one, maybe not. However, it's all about the strips here. So they said using 6 strips. So it doesn't matter what the curve is, really. We've got to look at the interval we're going between. So if we're going between 3 and 0, if you have 6 strips, you pretty much need to divide it into quote-unquote 6 sections. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need one more there. And I'd move that one probably to the side there. And maybe that one to the side there. So that's 6 equal sections there, okay? So we need to work out, if that entire length there is 3, how do you divide 3 into 6 equal sections? Well, for starters, go 3 divided by 6. So the lengths of all of these have to be a half exactly, because if you add a half together 6 times, it should give you 3, which means we know what all the x values are going to be here. If they're all a distance of a half in between, that's really important. So if that's 0, that's a half, that's 1, that's 1.5, that's 2, and then that's 2.5. Actually, I'll just write them all in decimals rather than half fractions, etc. Okay. Getting that out the way is very important. Now with trapezium rule is an approximate rule to find the area under a curve. So this is trapezium rule. If you want the integral between a and b of f of x dx, it's approximately b minus a divided by 2 lots times by the number of strips times by f of, now here, we've got to look at what we've got here. So this is like your x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4, x of 5, and here this is your x of 6 pretty much, okay? So here, if you've got 6 strips, you've got quote-unquote 7 x values because you're starting from 0. Now, what is interesting is we're going to be using, if we're finding the area, we're going to be using this one twice, that one twice, that one twice, that one twice, that one twice, and only these guys here once. So the rule is for the y values, is you're only doubling the middle terms here. So here, that's why the trapezium rule looks something like this here. So if we were to move this out, you've got f of x of 0, then you go plus, now you're going to double all of those middle terms there. So that's your f of x of 1, plus your f of x of 2, plus your f of x of 3, plus f x 4, and then plus fx5, and I've nearly run out of room. That's all getting doubled. Then you go plus f of 6, and that's in that big bracket still. I'm going to condense this, that way we can see all of it. But as we can see here, trapezium rule isn't really that hard. It's just a lot of like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that as well. Which then you could probably make the argument it's pretty hard then. There are harder questions than this. Conceptually, this is easy to understand. To calculate it, it's annoying though, okay? So here, we just need to work out what all these guys are, basically. Now here's the good thing. We've already been given f of x. So f of x is 4 x minus 3 squared. So what you've got to do is you've got to chuck this into that there to work out that value. And you've got to do that for every single one of these guys here to get your quote-unquote values. So that's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to condense all of this because I'm going to run out of room and I don't want to go to a new page. Okay? And I'm doing this video in one take. So, see how we go. Delete that. If the delete button works. Apparently not. Where's it? I'll just do cut. That'll be fine. Okay. Let's move. Dear. Let's try that again. Let's move that up there. So now we've got to work out what each of these guys are. Because it says show all substitutions made in the rule. So here I'm going to start with x of 0 into f of x. So that is f of 0, which would be 4 times by 0 minus 3 squared. Then you've got your fx of 1, which is your f of 0.5. So that's 4 times by 0.5 minus 3 squared. Then you've got your fx of 2, which is f of 1, which is 4 times by 1 minus 3 squared. So all I'm doing is I'm chucking these x values in to this corresponding rule up here, because you're after f of the x values, etc. Okay, that's why it's important to label these x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, etc. because they're not necessarily going to be those numbers. Like here, x of 2, it's 1 in this case here. Now here, when I go x of 3, it's going to be 1.5 in this case here, because it's all depending on that width. Okay. Now again, if I make one mistake, we got to start again. But anyway, I don't think we'll make a mistake here. I'm sure you guys will crucify me in the comments if I do. You guys are good at that. If I make one mistake, you guys just chuck me out in the comments, but that's okay. Alright, so those are those ones there. What I might do is actually I might just move these guys there, because we've got to calculate those values. F of 4 is f of 2, which is 4 times by 2 minus 3 squared. F of x of 4 is f of 2.5, which is 4 times by 2.5 minus 3 squared. And then f of, hang on, what did I just do there? That's not f of 4, that's f of 5. Get rid of that comment you're typing right now. Okay, f of 6 is f of 3, which is 4 times by 3 minus 3 squared. Alright, now we've got to work out what all of these numbers are, and then we've got to chuck it into the rule. So this is where the calculator comes involved. Now this one will be easy, because 0 minus 3 is still negative 3. If you have negative 3 and you square it, that turns into 9. So you're basically working out what is 4 times 9, so that bit's going to be 36. And for the rest of them, I'd start just chucking them into the calculator to save time. Don't bother working them out by hand if this is a calculator exam. So that gives you 25 there. And then here, 4 times by 1 minus 3 all squared gives you 16. Then 4 times by 1.5 minus 3 all squared gives you 9. Then 4 times by 2 minus 3 squared gives you 4. Then 4 times by 2.5 minus 3 all squared gives you 1. And then here this will give us 0. So the only things we care about are these guys here in the blue. Okay? You're going to shove them into their respective spots here, and you're going to hope for the best, alright? Okay. Now, I'm run out of room here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be that guy and go to another page. There we go. So hopefully if I move all this down, it's not going to corrupt on me. I hate trapezium rule questions, like I'm sure all of you do. However, they are necessarily part of methods. I have no idea what happened there. Let's just get rid of that stuff. Okay. That's actually not too bad. Let's just move that down. Just write x of 6. Okay, so now let's just chuck in the values. Now, the a and the b are your upper and lower bounds. So we're trying to work out from 0 to 3. So that means you're basically trying to work out the approximate area, the integral from 0 to 3 of your f of x, which was 4x minus 3 squared. So this is approximately 3 minus 0 over 2. Now here the n represents the number of strips, is 6, not the length of the strips, times by f of 0, which we worked out to be 36, plus 2 times by all of those middle guys there, which is like your 25 down to your 1 pretty much. So you're going to have your 25 plus 16 plus 9, and then what was the other value? 4 and 1. And then here plus your 0. Okay. You then chuck that into your calculator and again hope for the best here, okay? So we have 3 over 2 times by 6 at the front times by 36 plus 2 times by 25 plus 16 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1 close bracket plus 0 close bracket. So we get 32 roughly for this whole thing here. Now, am I convinced? Not until I actually check this integral here. So now we're going to compute the actual integral using our calculator to see if it's close. So it should be close to 32, okay? If we've done it roughly alright. Okay. So here most calculators will have an integral button. If not, you could probably integrate by hand. That one should be pretty easy to do anyway. 0 to 3. So we get 36 here. So again, it's close enough. Because remember, trapezium rule is an approximate thing, okay? And the more strips, the more accurate you get. So you're only 4 units off here, okay? Now, trapezium rule here, again, is a long one. And you have to know this off the top of your head, unfortunately. But again, as you can see, a lot of steps involved, and I would be showing all this working when doing this question here. Because if you make one mistake, then you're in a lot of trouble. Okay. Well, if you had any questions about this one here, leave something in the comments. If you guys need a Methods External Exam bundle pack, the link is in the description below. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.